Hola, Juan Carlos, can you hear me?
I can hear you perfectly, Bar.
Hello, how are you?
Very well, thank you.
You've just returned from La Palma last night, I understand. And how is the situation?
Well, the situation is back to normal. And I am referring back to the normal situation of the eruption before this rest that the volcano took the day before, that stayed quiet for about 3-4 hours and then started again.
Yes.
So actually, presumably, the eruption is going to last, as we said before, at least several weeks more, because it was very strange that the eruption, such a intense eruption, will stop just in a moment. That's not reasonable. So we can expect the eruption to last for more days or weeks.
I guess that's the conclusion I'm coming to as well from seeing what's going on. And I mean, of course, there may be pauses or episodes where the lava flow activity may be a little less intense. There may be a little bit more vent activity. And of course,
Exactly.
as we've also seen in previous eruptions in the Canaries, the lower vents often emit lava, the higher vents often emit more kind of pyroclastics and gas. So there will be some changes between vents also backwards and forwards to a certain element or degree. So sure, this is kind of understood, but we are back to lava flow activity now. The lava flow is advancing again, I understand.
Yeah, well, I agree with you that this is a normal, frequent pattern in the Canary Islands, that there are several vents. The upper degassing, sorry. The upper degassing the system, and the lower vents just emitting continuous lava flow. This is what is happening now. Actually, most of the activity is precisely in the lower vents. So the amount of lava is enormous at that moment, is flowing as the days before on top of the previous lava. And then when it gets to the front of the previous lava, continues toward the sea. But
yes.
At that moment, the lava is already also very viscous, so the progression is very, very slow.
Let me quickly share my screen, and there we get some information here. Can you see my screen now?
Absolutely, yes.
Yes, yeah. So this is from the emergency management units. They have looked at the lava flow activity, and this is La Palma, and this is the extent of the lava field. It doesn't show the piling up, but it shows the aerial extent of the lava field, and green is the newest data, status of 27th at 6:50. So that's yesterday. And initially the lava field on the 20th of September was the red area here, but now we've extended to the yellow area on the 25th, the blue areas on the 26th, and now the lava flow is advancing further to the sea, and that's the green area, status of yesterday. So now also the village of Todoque has now seen that the lava advanced. The initial efforts to save the church were obviously not very fruitful, unfortunately. So the church has now fallen as well, I understand. And this seems to continue now towards the sea. And I guess we will have to see how long it takes. But if the mass eruption rate continues, it's the ultimate fate of the lava that it reaches the sea, I would think.
Okay, yes. I don't know if you see my arrow. Can you see it? Can you see my pointer?
No, I can't, sorry.
No. Okay, well, you see the yellow is precisely where the yellow start is the lower bend. And now in the green area, there is a big volcano in front. This is the Todoque mountain, the Todoque cinder cone, and actually the front of the lava flow threatened to go to the north. You see here, exactly here, but then it changed the direction, and probably is going to be to encircle the Todoque mountain by the south and reach the sea. Is about 800 meters now from the sea, and probably flow down the cliff and get into the ocean.
And I guess
Present stage.
and then we will likely see a lava platform happening there. So let's see how this goes, because there's of course the option of it breaking through here as well. It could actually flow ultimately over the next few weeks. It could flow to both sides of the Todoque mountain.
That's another scenario that is very, very probable.
And I mean, there is settlements here and here and here, and this is of course problematic for the people there. So yeah, what can one say? This means that there's more houses and agricultural land going to be affected, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, because this is the most productive banana plantations around precisely the Todoque mountain.
Yes, you can see the fields here.
A lot of houses both sides. So it's going to be very unfortunate, but the problem is that we cannot arrest the lava, because this is impossible.
That's exactly it. And I quickly wanted to show the Todoque Church video that's circulating now. I'm not exactly sure who was the person who recorded it, but it's quite all over the news by now. So
I think it's the Canarian television.
Oh, the Canarian television. So here's Todoque Church, and it's a lovely little country church, if you will. And here was built by their own people, the people of the town, the Todoque town. So that's why it's so sad. Very nice. Well, very nice that they had the spirit, but of course, I mean, it's very sad. And now you see it collapsing here. So the lava effectively swallows it up. It's pushing it to breaking point and swallows it up then. So, and yeah, this is kind of a very sad situation. And what else do we have? This is video coverage from yourself, actually. This is the lava flow renewed
on
activity.
top of the previous one, exactly.
So here we see a slower flowing and then a faster flowing lobe, a tongue coming over it. And I'll switch off the sound now so we can talk a little bit about it. So here this kind of more fast moving lava is now moving over the other one. So it's creating different lobes. And you see here the houses as well as the vegetation is burning. So quite spectacular, actually. But terrifyingly magnificent, if you allow me to say so.
I can tell you that by night is absolutely spectacular. Only the suffering of the people prevent to be absolutely happy to see this.
Yes. I can see that. So, and then what else did I want to show? Yes, the main vent activity. This is from 2 days ago, and here we kind of see the plume going up, and it's now going over the sea of clouds. So it must be reaching 2-3 kilometers easily. And this is more from the pyroclastic phase. There was probably a little less lava flow at that time, but this has changed back, as I understand.
The light color is is smoke, because it's burning some houses. Yes. Because people keep saying the cloud of smoke, nothing is burning there. It's just a very hot fluid, mineral, but nothing is burning. There is no ash, there is no fire, there is nothing like that. But the geologists, mostly in America, started to say ash, because actually it looks very, very similar to ash, and they call picon in Spanish is charcoal, very fine.
Yeah.
For burning, but nothing is burning there. It's just there is no combustion. If you understand what I am trying to say.
I think I understand. Yes, this is good to clarify. So this is the live cam now, and from TV Canarias, from Canary Television. And I think there are several live cams now. Let's see whether we get some other view here. But no, it's the same view here on this different channel. This is RTVE. So, but here we have the main vent complex or area. And this is emitting kind of gases and ash and pyroclastics. It's not burning as far as I see, but of course the lava, if it reaches fusible materials, vegetation or kind of construction materials, maybe timber or so, then of course this will burn. So, and I heard also that there is now some earthquakes that have happened a little bit further south. Juan Carlos, do you know much about that?
Yes, there is apparently there are a swarm of earthquakes up to 3 in the Richter scale down in the south of the islands near Fuencaliente.
Oh, that is very close to the 1971 eruption area, isn't it?
Close to the Tenerife eruption. They are monitoring this very careful, but it's not any sign that is going to be any progression of the eruption in that part of the island.
Okay, okay, that's very good. Well, let's hope that no further vents open up in distal part of the islands, because then we have multiple hazard areas, and this will be a very big challenge for the local authorities, for the emergency help, for the fire brigades, for the civil protection. This would not be good, I think.
No. Let's expect that at least the volcano keeps in the same place it is now. Not expand to other sides of the island, because then would be very much difficult to manage the more people evacuated, more roads cut. One of I think the only road now is precisely the one that goes by the coast to Fuencaliente. So if this road is cut, then it have to be for the other side of the island, and this will be much more difficult to.
Yes, this would be a logistical nightmare also for the help and support to come in. Yeah. And what's the airport situation right now, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, I was a victim of that, because I should have come in by airmail, and I came in the boat.
You should have come by airmail. Okay, I see.
It's a fast boat and only took about 2 hours. And I think that the problem is not actually the airport. The airport is potentially is open to traffic, but the problem is that the company, the Pinter company, is very cautious about risking people and planes, and so they are not. They were not at work last day.
Yes, I understand.
I think that I heard I am living here very close to the airport, and I think I am hearing planes going to La Palma. So probably,
you can hear them, right?
The traffic has been renewed.
Well, I can understand the rationale from Pinter to a certain degree, because the problem is if you get a lot of pyroclastic material into the turbines, then this could be causing turbine failure. Exactly. And then if there's a gush of wind going in the wrong direction, you might actually end up having your turbines clogged with this material. And I now found the video, so I'll quickly share that as well. This is one of your recordings as well, which we put on YouTube the other day. And here we see the main vent activity, how the material is blown out of the vent.
And some of these pyroclastics are actually volcanic bombs that can be very, very big. So fortunately, as they are very big, also they fall very close to the vent, and only fine particles can spread at a distance.
So we'll run it once more. The fine particles, they go up, and they are the problem really for the airlines. The local environment is of course affected by the larger bombs, and as we know, some of them may reach considerable size. I can see that. So it's spectacular to watch, but of course it's also quite terrifying at the same time. So well then, well, thank you for the update, Juan Carlos. I think we'll be in touch a little later about more details. So I would hope that you can recover really well now for the next few days, because I understand you're planning to go back in a few days again. So
yes.
It's well, you've been present at the 1971 eruption, so this is a wonderful kind of opportunity for you to conclude some of the scientific work you started as a young researcher. So of course, notwithstanding the human tragedy that's going on, but from a scientific point of view, we also need to look at that. From a scientific point of view, it's
very exciting.
It's very exciting, and this is something we as geologists need to also look at, of course.
I must say that the people that are managing the crisis are doing a very, very good job, and we must recognize this.
That's my impression as well. I really think that there has been some criticism voiced during the 2011 eruption. If justified or not, the point is that
nothing similar is happening here.
But this was certainly a very good exercise, a very good lesson. And I really I'm very impressed because so far, to my understanding, there's no fatalities. And this is just an outstanding achievement. Thousands of people evacuated. And of course, the properties, the little fincas and the housing cannot be saved like Todoque Church. But that there is no human harm from a lava or volcano, human interaction in a direct way. That's just outstanding. I mean, this is an amazing achievement.
I'm very sure, Val, that the economical, the financial thing wouldn't be a problem because these people will get the money to reconstruct houses, etc. The problem is, I don't know, is the sentimental, because people have, is the work of a life, entire life that they are losing. So it's not economic, it's sentimental.
It's certainly, I can see that. And Todoque Church is kind of a very good example of that. If people have built this church, put stone on stone with their own hands, to see that being devastated by lava flow is just, this is really hard. So I think the emotional burden you're carrying after seeing that is going to stay with you for a lifetime. So the emotional scars this leaves behind is going to be very serious. I see that. So of course, houses can be replaced and plantations can be replanted or can be resettled and things. I mean, not in the same place, but I mean, there can be replacement. But the labor that has gone in, that's often what's the most serious. Well, Juan Carlos, thank you very much. And I understand that you have a few more recordings that we're hopefully going to get online this afternoon. So if people are interested, watch out for that. And I say now, thank you. And we'll be in touch very soon in the next few days to get more updates from the Canary Islands.
Absolutely. Yes. Yeah.
Well, thank you, Juan Carlos. Then all the best. Adios. And talk very soon. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Val. Bye-bye.